what you can see here, you can see a can. So here is I will explain you canning. A scientist invented canning, known as Nicholas Appert, also called as father of canning. Once he observed that the food packed in a closed container after heating was stored for a longer duration compared to the food which was kept in a normal container. So he concluded that heating and preserving the food under sealed container made the shelf life of the food longer. So the canning is the process of sealing fruits and vegetable or any foodstuffs like meat or vegetable fish products in a hermetically, means airtight containers, and sterilizing after sealing for longer storage is known as canning, to increase its commercial stability. And further I will be discussing what does it starts with. So let's go. You can see, first of all, selection of raw material. So here I am discussing the canning of pineapple. The pineapple has different four to five varieties. In India it has different varieties, but the Q variety, this late matured form of the fruit, is used for canning. Here you can see washing through water sprays, then grading and sorting so that any deformity or any kind of diseased fruit is sorted and graded according to the size of the fruit, height and diameter. Okay, then there could be a semi-automatic peeler, corer, or slicing machine. So we are going to discuss here about the pineapple rings. You can see the shape of the pineapple rings here. So after cutting of the slicing of the pineapple slices, we go with blanching. Mainly blanching is not done in fruits. It is preferred in vegetables to prevent uh, the color of the from deterioration, to reduce enzyme activity, and many more things, like to remove microbial flora present over the food. Blanching is done in boiling water. After dipping for 2 to 3 minutes, it is rinsed with cold water so that overcooking of the food is prevented. Let's start with the can. Before filling the can with the pineapple slices, we discuss here about the cans. So the can, we see different varieties of can. Could be different sizes, heights, depending on the product which we are going to pack in it. But the metal used for making the can is basically of two. Like, one is the base metal over which the metal like tin is coated through electroplating. So this is mainly for the tin cans. And here I have mentioned two words, AR and SR. This is the type of lacquering. Lacquering is a coating done over the inner side of the cans to prevent the can and food reaction during the storage. AR cans are known as acid resistant cans, which are used to pack foods which are high in acidic content, like in fruits are high, could be acidic, mediumly acidic. So for them, AR cans are used. The second one are the SR cans. Those are sulfur resistant cans. These are used for packaging of foods which are non-acidic, like peas, beans, but they are high in protein or sulfur content, which might react with the iron present in the cans and leading to black sulfide formation, which is undesirable. So after that, I have discussed about the cans. Now, the after blanching, the slices of the pineapple are filled in the cans. So cans are not fruits are not just kept in the cans, because now after filling of the cans they are further sent for thermal processing. So syruping or brining is done. Like, syruping is mainly done in case of fruits and brining is done in case of vegetables. So syrup of strength 20 to 45 degree, depending upon the degree breaks depending upon the type of the food and the requirement, is done. So hot syrup is prepared separately and filled into the cans containing the slices, and the temperature of filling is near about 90 degrees Celsius. And after that, suitable headspace is left so that the overflow of the can is avoided. Now moving on towards next step, which is after filling of the can, the cans are slightly so clinching is done so that there is a space for the escape of gases inside the can. So for clinching, after clinching, exhausting is done. Here you can see the diagram of exhausting where steam is passed, and after heating of the steam, it remove the respiratory gases present over the in the headspace of the can. So it can be done through heat, like in hot boiling water, and through mechanically by vacuum, creating vacuum inside the can so that it prevents bulging. So in many cases at high altitude due to low pressure, the cans may face the problem of bulging. So to prevent this kind of problem, exhausting is done, which is done at 92 to 97 degrees Celsius for 25 to 25 minutes until the core of the food can reaches the temperature of 77 degrees Celsius. So it is important to do exhausting and leaving the headspace of 3 to 5 above the can content. After this, after exhausting, immediately cans are double seamed through can seaming to secure the contents. So after this, thermal processing of the food can is done at one for fruits it's near about 100 degrees Celsius, and for vegetable it's around 106 to 120 degrees Celsius. It is due to, in case of fruits are rich in acids, and so it also hinders the microbial activity. But in vegetable, vegetables are non-acidic, so they need higher temperature for processing to inactivate microbes, spore forming microbes of the microbe which can spoil the food. And thermal processing, or in many cases industrially it is called as sterilization, could depend on the size of can, processing temperature, rate of heat penetration to the center of the can, pH of the food, type and number of organisms present, so that to achieve commercial sterility. So here is a equipment sterilizer showing the sterilization of cans to attain a good quality product for longer duration. So after that, after thermal processing of the cans, immediate cooling of the cans is done and washing of the cans is done so that the adherent material or any substance to the surface of the can are removed. And the cans are cooled to the temperature near about 36 to 42 degrees Celsius so that to avoid thermophilic spoilage or can rust. Thermophilic spoilage is caused by the microorganism which can survive the high temperature, so which grow in higher temperature. So the cans are immediately cooled down, so providing a hurdle to these kind of microorganisms. Then the cool cans are sent for labeling, coding, and storage. The meat products or products with fishes or meat, canned meat are stored, should not be stored above 21 degrees Celsius. So here is the flow chart of the pineapple slice packaging. So thank you so much.